Imagine waking up each day feeling like you're walking on eggshells, constantly second-guessing yourself and questioning your own reality. This is often the experience of those dating a narcissist who doesn't respect their boundaries. In this video, we will explore 13 telltale signs that you may be in a relationship with a narcissist. By understanding these behaviors, you can take steps to protect yourself and regain control of your life. Let's dive in and uncover the truths behind narcissistic relationships. Dating someone who displays narcissistic traits can be a deeply challenging and often painful experience. Narcissism is characterized by a grandiose sense of self-importance, a need for excessive admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. When these traits are coupled with an inability to respect personal boundaries, it can lead to a toxic and harmful relationship dynamic. This script aims to provide a comprehensive examination of the signs that indicate you may be dating a narcissist who doesn't respect your boundaries, supported by facts, theories, and research from psychology and relationship studies. They are always the center of attention. Narcissists crave constant attention and admiration. They often monopolize conversations, steering topics back to themselves regardless of the original subject. This behavior is rooted in their inflated sense of self-importance and their need for validation from others. In a relationship, this can manifest as your partner constantly interrupting you, dismissing your opinions, or overshadowing your achievements with their own stories. Research by Campbell and Foster highlights that narcissists have an excessive need for admiration and validation. They are often preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. This need drives their behavior to dominate social interactions and conversations. They lack empathy. A hallmark trait of narcissism is a profound lack of empathy. Narcissists are often unable to understand or acknowledge the feelings and needs of others. In a relationship, this lack of empathy can lead to dismissive or hurtful behaviors. They may ignore your emotional needs, belittle your feelings, or react with indifference to your distress. A study by Hepper, Hart, and Setikides found that narcissists exhibit lower levels of empathic concern and perspective-taking. This lack of empathy is linked to their self-centered worldview, where the needs and emotions of others are seen as secondary to their own. They frequently violate your boundaries. Narcissists often disregard personal boundaries, seeing them as obstacles to getting what they want. This can range from physical boundaries, such as invading your personal space, to emotional boundaries, such as pressuring you to share intimate details before you're ready. They may also disregard your time, insisting on immediate attention regardless of your schedule or commitments. Boundary violations are a common tactic used by narcissists to assert control and dominance. According to Dr. Ramani Durvasula, a clinical psychologist specializing in narcissistic personality disorder, these violations are often deliberate attempts to undermine your sense of autonomy and self-respect. They are manipulative and controlling. Manipulation and control are core strategies used by narcissists to maintain their sense of superiority and ensure their needs are met. They may use tactics such as gaslighting, guilt-tripping, or emotional blackmail to influence your behavior and decisions. This manipulation can erode your self-confidence and make you increasingly dependent on their approval. Gaslighting, a common form of manipulation used by narcissists, involves distorting reality to make the victim doubt their own perceptions and sanity. This tactic is described in detail by Dr. Robin Stern in her book, The Gaslight Effect, and is a powerful tool for maintaining control over a partner. They have a sense of entitlement. Narcissists often believe they are entitled to special treatment and expect others to cater to their needs without reciprocation. This sense of entitlement can manifest in various ways, such as expecting you to prioritize their needs over your own, demanding constant attention and praise, or becoming angry when their expectations are not met. Research by Emily Grijalva and colleagues indicates that entitlement is a core component of narcissism. This belief in their own exceptionalism justifies their exploitative and demanding behaviors, often leading to conflicts in relationships. They are highly critical and judgmental. Narcissists often criticize and judge others to feel superior. In a relationship, this can translate to constant belittling, nitpicking, or finding fault in everything you do. This behavior can severely damage your self-esteem and create a toxic environment of fear and self-doubt. According to a study by Bushman and Baumeister, narcissists use criticism as a means to assert dominance and elevate their self-worth. This relentless judgment serves to keep their partners off balance and insecure, ensuring the narcissist remains in control. They show little to no remorse. When narcissists hurt or offend others, they rarely show genuine remorse. Instead, they might deflect blame, minimize the impact of their actions, or offer insincere apologies designed to appease rather than to express true regret. This lack of accountability can leave you feeling invalidated and unheard. The inability to feel remorse is linked to the narcissist's lack of empathy. A study by Baskin, Summers, Kruzmark, and Roningstam suggests that narcissists have impaired emotional processing, which contributes to their difficulty in recognizing and responding appropriately to the feelings of others. They exhibit grandiosity. Narcissists often exhibit grandiose behavior, boasting about their achievements and expecting admiration from others. This exaggerated sense of self-importance can manifest in conversations where they constantly highlight their successes and downplay or ignore the contributions of others. Grandiosity is a defining characteristic of narcissistic personality disorder. According to the DSM-5, individuals with this disorder display an inflated sense of their own importance and a preoccupation with fantasies of success and power. This grandiosity often masks deep-seated insecurities and a fragile self-esteem. They demand perfection. Narcissists often hold others to unrealistic standards of perfection. They may criticize you for minor flaws or mistakes, expecting you to meet their exacting standards at all times. This relentless pursuit of perfection can create a high-stress environment and contribute to feelings of inadequacy and failure. Perfectionism in narcissists is often a projection of their own fears of inadequacy. According to a study by Flett and Hewitt, narcissists use perfectionism as a defense mechanism to protect their fragile self-esteem. By demanding perfection from others, they seek to reinforce their own sense of superiority. They are unreliable and self-serving. Narcissists are often unreliable, breaking promises and failing to follow through on commitments. Their actions are typically guided by self-interest, and they may abandon plans or responsibilities if something more appealing or beneficial comes along. This unpredictability can make it difficult to trust or depend on them. Narcissistic behavior is driven by a need for immediate gratification and self-gain. Research by Miller and colleagues highlights that narcissists prioritize their own needs and desires above all else, often at the expense of others. This self-serving behavior undermines the stability and reliability of their relationships. They react poorly to criticism. Narcissists have a fragile self-esteem and react poorly to criticism. Even constructive feedback can be met with defensiveness, hostility, or attempts to shift the blame. This hypersensitivity to criticism stems from their deep-seated insecurities and an inability to tolerate any perceived threats to their self-image. A study by Kernis and Son found that narcissists exhibit extreme sensitivity to negative feedback, which can trigger intense emotional reactions. This hypersensitivity is linked to their fragile self-esteem, which relies heavily on external validation and admiration. They exhibit jealous and possessive behavior. Narcissists can be extremely jealous and possessive, often viewing their partners as extensions of themselves, rather than as individuals with their own autonomy. They may become suspicious of your interactions with others, demand constant updates on your whereabouts, and exhibit controlling behavior to prevent perceived threats to their dominance. Jealousy and possessiveness in narcissists are often rooted in their need for control and their fear of abandonment. Research by Campbell suggests that narcissists experience higher levels of relationship-based jealousy, driven by their insecurities and desire to maintain control over their partners. They exhibit love bombing followed by devaluation. Narcissists often engage in a cycle of idealization and devaluation. Initially, they may love bomb you with excessive attention, affection, and praise to win your trust and admiration. Once you are emotionally invested, they may begin to devalue you, withdrawing affection, criticizing you, and creating emotional distance. This cycle can leave you feeling confused and unworthy. The idealization-devaluation cycle is a common tactic used by narcissists to maintain control in relationships. According to Dr. Craig Malkin, a clinical psychologist and expert on narcissism, this cycle keeps partners off balance and dependent on the narcissist's approval. The initial love bombing creates a strong emotional attachment, making the subsequent devaluation more impactful and damaging. Recognizing the signs of narcissistic behavior and boundary violations is crucial for protecting your emotional well-being and maintaining healthy relationships. Understanding the underlying motivations and patterns of narcissistic behavior can help you navigate these challenging dynamics and take steps to assert your boundaries effectively. Remember, you deserve to be in a relationship where your feelings are validated, your needs are respected, and your boundaries are honored. If you find yourself in a relationship with a narcissist, seeking support from friends, family, or a mental health professional can be invaluable in regaining your sense of self and creating a healthier, more fulfilling life. If you enjoyed the video, please like so we can get this video to as much people as possible out there. Subscribe, hit that bell notification for alerts on all our new videos, share and comment below on topics you want us to cover on the channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.